Hi, this week on my sewing journey, I was making a liner for a basket or a bowl. I was going to show the basket, but then I thought not everyone's going to be able to find a basket like that, let alone have one. So I decided to display it on a glass bowl. You could also use a plastic bowl or an old food storage container to do this project with. It's very simple. First thing you're going to do is make your pattern. Put down a piece of paper, put the bowl or food storage container on there, trace the bottom, and don't forget to add a seam allowance. That way it won't be too small. Next, you will measure all the way around the outside perimeter circumference of your container, and that will give you the measurement to go on the inside. And don't forget to add a seam allowance for the sides. And then next, you will decide how long you want the cuff to be. And this is the part that actually holds it onto your container. Now, I went with a little bit larger cuff, but you could go with a little bit smaller one. You could also decorate your cuff with a lace or a ribbon or a ruffle or a bow or some pretty flowers or however you want. How you put this together is you start with the part that goes on the inside and you make your pockets. Now I decided I wanted pockets for an item I use to turn my things to the right side when I'm sewing, scissors, my sewing machine, screwdriver if I can get it out of there. I think that pocket might have been a little too large for that one, and I'm trying to do it one-handed. Trust me, it's in there. Probably should use two hands. There we go. Chalk pencil, my little small scissors, my stiletto that used to be an old paintbrush holder, and my seam ripper. I gave myself an extra pocket for when I do a project and I want to put items in there, like little things like buttons, etc. Place to put the craft clips and wonder clips, and two more pockets for a project that I'm working on that I might want to put like the zipper or fold up a piece of fabric and stick it there. My pins, my magnetic pin cushion, and I found this little plastic container to put my tape measure and two thimbles in it. So it can hold a lot. So first you do the pockets, then you sew the side seam together on this, but leave yourself an opening because you're going to put elastic through it. And then you sew it to the bottom. When you get it all sewed to the bottom, you go to that side seam you left open a little bit, and you take your elastic and you safety pin it to the top here, and you put a safety pin on this side, and you run the elastic through. And then when you pull it up and you tie a knot and take your safety pins off. Then you fold right sides in and sew it shut, the little opening. If you're afraid to do that, you could always put a bow there, or you could put a flower or applique or something over it if you really didn't feel comfortable sewing that. I hope you like this idea. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing, thank you for viewing, and happy sewing!